So back in college, when I first started kind of to learn programming and stuff, me and my friends we used to make weird websites and games and stuff to kind of just practice what we were learning. And so my friend's been going through his hard disk from an old computer. It's about 15 years old. He's found all these really weird websites and stuff he used to make um, just to practice programming. And I used to make really bad games in Visual Basic, which is the first programming language that I learned. And they were rubbish, they were really bad. Anyway, we've been going through our hard disks and we found some. And so, with it being in such an old language and using old libraries, they don't work anymore. So that's kind of a shame. But I've taken the source code and ported it to Unity. So it's not taken me very long because there wasn't really much there. And so I'm thinking of carrying this game on. It's terrible, really bad, and doesn't do much yet. But I thought I might as well just polish it up, release it to like GitHub, maybe put a binary on the Play Store, and it might push me into actually finishing it 15 years later. So another thing that might push me into doing it is actually to record myself, record what the game looked like. So this is the thing we kind of did in college. You have a lot of free time in college, but it's kind of good to good way of learning new languages and stuff, really, isn't it? So the game itself was Wrestling Promotion Manager. And so the idea was, because in college we were obsessed with like randomness, we loved random things happening. So I wanted to create a game where lots of just random stuff would happen and you had no control over it. I like the idea. I mean, it's still like games like Dwarf Fortress where you just die because so much random stuff you can't control it. So you get the idea. This is all meant to be randomised, but it's clearly not. But Amazing Super Wrestling is a random promotion that you're given. That changes every time you play it. That's why there's a restart button down here. That doesn't really work at the moment. But that's that kind of randomised stuff. And so what it's meant to do is generate a world full of wrestlers that are all randomly generated. So if you go and hire and fire some, so these are awful screens, but you can probably tell because it was originally in Visual Basic. This would have been a form, and these would have been some of the buttons that I'll have added. This will have been another form. So this is. I'll tidy it up a bit. So these are all randomly generated wrestlers, all 5 of them. And so the idea was that they all had different stats, and the stats would affect. So things weren't really randomly generated. There's like a list of moves, great moves, bad moves, poor moves, and depending on someone's skill, they're more likely to perform better moves. But there's a kind of a I pull in random numbers and stuff, and there's a chance that somebody might not do a good one. Yeah, you get the idea. So we'll hire some of these. These are all meant to have little pictures. I'll hire them all. So there's only 4 people in the world: Hunger Bones, Fatty McQueen, Horace. Is that meant to be Susie? So David Sherlock. So the names were. Big Beverly. I remember being one that we used to put in all our games. These were all names of people we put in our games or whatever. So I've hired them all now. I think press the sack. Yeah, press the sack. And then you were meant to book a show. So you can see my wages have gone up now. So the wages were meant to be randomised as well and book a show. So there isn't much you can do. So these are all the people that I hired. So I'll go Hunger Bones versus Fatty McQueen. Then you would book it. And that doesn't seem to have done anything. Oh, no, it did. It just takes its time. So welcome to this fascinating match between Fatty McQueen and Hunger Bones. Fatty McQueen just did a super DDT to the head. Fatty McQueen did a fascinating backhand chop to the head. It's all quite to the head, isn't it? Hunger Bones did an unbelievable face breaker DDT to the hand. Hunger Bones just did a fascinating nibble to the bum. That last move has done it. Hunger Bones had won the match. So nibble to the bum had won it. And so, in college we'd love that random nibble to the bum that won. So there's a bit of a bug there. You can have the same person fighting. Let's just pick 2 other people and you get a different match. Welcome to this match between David Shock and Horror Susie. Horus just a stupendous punch to the midsection. That last move has done it. Horus just won the match. So the idea was that you'd book a lot of these kind of shows and have these random kind of things happening. Random weapons would be involved, random stuff. And then the story so far, which doesn't work, was meant to document this ridiculous story of how he promotion, like, you know, got popular because of these random stupid finishes or whatever, or it died because of these random stupid finishes. Yeah, so it wasn't that great, but I still quite like the idea of this, you know, Dwarf Fortress storytelling. So I'm going to stick it in GitHub, finish it off, maybe just put it on the Android marketplace